Hello and welcome to the 101. It's been a while since I've made a video, but I thought I would get back into it and throw something out there. If you look at this backboard here, right here, this is kind of how my mind works. That's why I'm always so crazy whenever you see my videos. I'm always very sporadic, I'm wild, and just all over the place. But let's hit at all this information because lately I've been watching some videos and it's like everybody is on the Galaxy S8. And don't get me wrong, it's awesome, the Galaxy S8, yeah, it's coming out. It's not out yet. Okay? We're looking forward to it. And I will address it when the phone comes out. But let's talk about all the other stuff. Like the HTC U and the HTC 11. Now, the HTC U will have a 821 processor. However, the only thing that it doesn't really give us anything new. Does not give us iris scanning. But the design and the look and the feel, there is something about it. It is a very pretty phone. I mean, classy. The phone is snappy. It's very responsive. The skin that they overlay on Android is very, very minimal. Nothing at all like you get with Samsung or LG or whomever. I mean, they just really stripped it down. So that's really good for them. That's great for HTC. That's something that they've always done, though, really. Well, I shouldn't say always done, but what they've done ever since the HTC 10, really stripped out all the junk, giving you, the people, options. And hey, I'm a man about options. If you look, I don't know, it was an old video or I don't know when it was, but it was a video that I talked about that. Don't take away options. That's what we Androiders want. Options. Whatever. Now, does this phone, does it warrant the $800? I think is what the price is. I don't know. That's an old school phone. It's using the 821, but then that's not their fault. Let's not side with the fact that they didn't have an option here. But they were not able to get a hold of the 835. Now, the 835 is going to be a beast of a processor. There are a lot of good things about it, and it's going to be in the Galaxy S8, but it's not the only device with the 835. So don't think you're limited, because I don't think that the Galaxy S8 is going to be the best phone this year. I know a lot of you are going to be like, what? What are you talking about? Crazy! The Galaxy S8 is going to be the best phone. Really? 2K screen. It's going to have 4 gigs RAM. 4. Not 6. Not a 4K screen like everyone was talking about. It's going to have iris scanning. Yeah, that's some great technology. I love it. That's awesome. But I don't think it's worth $800 or $900 or whatever that crazy price point's going to be. And here's why. Because there is a device that's coming out, and I don't know the price of it, so don't quote me on this, but it's the Sony Xperia. And as a matter of fact, let me go over here to my computer here, and the Sony Xperia, the XZ Premium, was named the best smartphone at MWC 2017. Why is that? Because the device itself comes with a 4K screen. The device itself comes with expandable storage. The device itself is a I believe I already said 4K screen, but it has all the things that we were expecting. Things that people wanted on the next Galaxy device. This is a really cool device. Now, I don't know if it's so... everyone talks about innovative, and I'm not trying to side on anybody's side on this one. This innovative is... it's personal, because you can take it to mean two different ways. One, innovation is just a change of the device. You've made it better than the prior device. And if that's the way we're going to classify devices, then yes, it does. It is a truly innovative phone. However, if we use the term that most Androiders will typically use, and this is the way most Android arguments start off, it's Apple is not innovating their product. But if we use the term that I just spoke about, you're wrong. If we talk about it the way you mean it, or most Androiders, you would say that it has to have something brand new. Well, if that's the case, then no, Sony has not really, unless you talk about really even 4K screens are really not anything new. They have been used before as on the Xperia. I don't know if it's going to be great on the battery. Again, that's a totally different argument. But the facts are, this device comes with water resistance. It comes with expandable storage. It comes with a 4K screen. It comes with a lot of pretty stuff. It comes with the 835. It's a pretty nice phone. It's a lot of phone for your buck. So I don't know, again, if they even threw out the cost, which, again, I don't know if that's true. Someone here on a SonyRumors.net had said that it may be between $700-800. Don't know. I don't think anybody does. So my idea is that Sony's probably got the phone that's going to be the best this year as far as quality device. If you're looking for the most bang for your buck, that's about what you're going to get. iPhoneers, you're going to get a dang good phone. I'm not going to... everyone is giving me this... like, I've got to protect... people say that I'm protecting Apple, and I'm not really protecting Apple. I'm protecting the idea that there is... that everything is personalized. It's not... it's not that one device is better than another. Like... You can't classify necessarily a GS7 versus a iPhone 7 and say, oh, this one's better. This one's better than this one. Because that's an iPhone and Android market argument. Do they both have the same hardware? No. Do they both run fairly at the same speed? Yeah. Do they take great pictures? Yeah. Do they have great memory storage? Yeah. Both of them do. But again, they have their own qualities, okay? So please don't hate on me for that. It's just, those are the facts. Again, it's non-biased argumentation. I stand on the side of saying everything has quality. So we stick with the idea of what is it that's coming to market, and is it a qualified device? HTC U, it's a great phone. Is it worth $800? I don't know. But again, most people would shell that out for the Note 7. If they brought out the Note 7 today and said it was $800, do you know how many people would go to that Note 7? It'd sell like hotcakes. Mostly because people like to get into that whole conspiracy thing and thinking that Apple had some control over this, over the U.S. and had the Samsung device thrown out, and that's a false argument. So it would sell like hotcakes. But that's primarily what it is. But it's a pretty phone. It's a great looking phone. I like the idea of it. Okay, let's talk about some of the other things coming out, such as the size of these devices. Now, that's been something that people have been talking about for a while now, and the new GS8, it's going to be huge. Massive phone. Not that big, I'm exaggerating, but you get my point. My point is that for a phone that is a Note style phone, most phones, there's two variants. We all know this. There's the handheld variant, single handheld variant, and then there is the phablet device. Now, Galaxy phones are moving more towards phablets and not towards single hand use devices. But then again, look at LG G6, look at the HTC U. I don't know if it's a bad idea because a lot of people love phablets and phablets seem to be selling really well. Apple does really well on their 5.5 inch screens and so forth and so on. Phablets are the way of things right now. I don't even think I think the Xperia is going to be a 5.5 or 5.7 or something like that. It is insane size. But theirs is going to be a 5.8 and a 6.2. Crazy. Big. A lot of real estate. But the adverse point of that is you hold with one hand and you got to use this hand to be able to move it. It's all phablet. That's what it is, a phablet. Great device, but again, it's phablet. But again, is it needed to be that big? I don't know. That's choice. Again, that's all personal choice. Then we also need to talk about things like. Let's talk about the LG G6. I mentioned that the LG G6. Everyone that I'm talking to, Pocket Now, Greggles TV, they all seem to think that the LG G6 is a good device, and I don't disagree. I think it's a great phone. The processor, again, that was another Samsung controlled thing. So don't really fight LG on that one. They tried their best, but they really had no bone in this dogfight because, again, Samsung helped produce the 835. Therefore, they get first dibs. So, sorry, LG. You kind of lucked out on that one. Well, you didn't luck out. You got thrown out. I don't know how HTC, or rather Sony, is getting this 835. No idea how that is. But, hey, if they can, great. iPhone. Oh, boy. Everyone gets on my case about iPhone because there's a lot more Androiders out there than there are iPhoners. It's the way that people get used to it. It's a lot of Android people. Not because of Android being popular by the simplicity. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about this. Money. Okay? Most iPhones are going to be $500 and up. Androids, you can buy them as cheap as $30. I know. I used to sell them. So they sold really, really well when I was selling devices like for Straight Talk or, even flip phones. Flip phones sell great. They just, old people like them. And that has nothing to do with against people who are elderly. I love elderly people. I've got family. I love them. And I don't have nothing against elderly people. I'm just saying, older people prefer simpler phones. And a flip phone, it's pretty simple. Okay, so what are we looking at in the future here? What do we see? Is this good? All this stuff, is this good, what they're producing? We see that 2 phones this year are going to not have a headphone jack. That's going to be the iPhone, of course, like normal. That's what the iPhone 7 didn't have. Then you've got I'm trying to remember the device that's not coming out with a headphone jack. Oh, the Pixel. Yes, the new Pixel. That they're stating that the new Pixel will not have a headphone jack. I don't know. It's not confirmed. We don't see no Google Pixel phone being announced. We don't have none of that. So let's just kind of leave that on the back table. But, again, that's another argument I'm not going to get into. That's just, I get a lot of responses whenever I talk about that. Because people just like headphones. And if you want a headphone jack, I'd do what I told you. Email them. Go tweet them. Just let them know. Don't let them take away what you want on the devices. That's the whole point, right? So, anyway, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Is this good for us in the future? All the things that they're doing? I think so. I think they're moving along, and very soon all phones will be pretty much one type of phone. You're going to have OLED screens. You're going to have curved screens. You're going to have fairly good batteries. You're going to have sealed up phones. You're going to have expandable storage, probably not on the iPhone, but then again, is it needed? Get 128, then you jump up to 256, probably 256 before too long, and then you have 512, and that's a nightmare. So, there's all these things that they're producing, and there are a lot of good things. So we should be excited. We should be looking forward to what they're going to produce and what they're going to put out, so we can look forward to that and be happy because we, the consumers, from what I said from the very beginning, not in this video, but I think video that direction, be happy because they're putting all that stuff out there for you and for me, and we get the choices. We get the benefits of their competition, of them fighting each other. So, like I said, be excited. There's a lot of good things out there, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. And until then, guys, I will see you on the flip side.